Hey, special needs parents, can you give me a hell yeah if you've maximized traditional retirement and education savings plans, tapped government grants and disability benefits, and gotten every tax credit you can, but you still might not have enough to get by with your disabled child? You're tired of paying through the nose for expensive specialized therapy, homeschool, respite care. They're not a luxury, they're a necessity to get your child what they need in life. Um, or maybe you're just not sure how you're going to keep that up financially because you didn't plan for it. You're worried about your child and how they're going to pay to live after you're gone because they might not be able to hold down a career and government funds won't be enough for them to survive. Or you haven't been able to save enough to cover the difference for the rest of their life, much less your own end of life care. Um, if you're like me, you're worried about your disabled child's sibling having to be able to care for themselves and financially support their brother or sister on top of paying their own way, and that's not fair. I just wonder why there seems to be a lot of money out in the world, but none of it seems to come to those who need it through government. And if you don't know where to start in order to get the skills or financial skills you need without expensive professional help, and if you're tired of holding bake sales or scrapping for underfunded government resources or seeing yourself and other parents struggle as victims inside a broken system, I am too. But we are resourceful mama and papa bears, and so we've got a bunch of people together to help us with the financial side of life. We designed an event to make it fun to get financially fit with a super cool 5-day family financial fitness fire up this fall. There's way too many F-bombs, but before I tell you more about it, let me tell you why and what happened to our family that we needed to get this amazing event together for all us special needs parents. So in 2016, our son, who's now almost 17, had just started middle school. And there had already been some turbulence in the elementary school, and them not understanding him or just not having enough resources in the system to give him the support he needed. But when we got to middle school, things could turn for the worse. We were already paying way more than any government subsidy would cover because we both still had to work, but the school started sending him home more and more and more. And then it happened. He had a series of sensory and emotional reactions, and there was an incident with his school helper, and they sent him home. No warning, no paperwork, no appeal, 20 days, unannounced. Now, I don't know if you can do the math on what it costs to pay a private caregiver all day to come in 20 days in a row, but it was a bill we didn't expect. That was just the start. The school situation got worse. I tried my hardest to get other government agencies to help fund his home care. If the school system wasn't going to take him, some came in, but there just wasn't enough. I was glad to have an employer that was open to helping me, but even that only went so far, and I know for a fact it impacted my ability to be promoted and earn more. And I have plenty of friends who've had to quit their job altogether to care for their child. I feel like we're lucky, and because we didn't have to go on welfare or sell our house because of the cost of special needs care and the lack of support. But between all that and the very expensive therapies and expenses from all the doctor's appointments, we were tapped out. We had to refinance our home, already had to get help to buy it, and we very nearly weren't able to keep on going. We had a really hard time. So our family was no position to help long term, and it wasn't their responsibility. We didn't want to ask. We're normal people. But I had stress impacts to the point where I had to go off work several months, which push us down further. And I had to struggle just to think everything would be okay and I should carry on, and it would, the kids wouldn't be better off with the insurance money. So that's not okay. There's no time that money should be a barrier for you or your child. You deserve the resources for your child, get what they need, and to be able to take a break. Thankfully, I had some very good special needs parents who had been there. I got really good therapy and made the decision to stop relying so much on a fragile system. I could spend my time fighting it or just go out and get what I need myself. And then when the class action lawsuit I organized got stalled because I didn't have the money to pay the lawyer, I realized there is nobody coming to save us, and I wasn't taught the financial skills I needed to pass on to my kids. I didn't want them stuck in the middle of their lives with something unexpected happening and not being able to manage financially. But when it became about whether my kids would be okay in the future, I needed to turn my mama bear from the lawsuit to finding the real money. So never mind bake sales and community grants. I wanted to know how I could get some of that real money I see floating around out in the world for my son, for our kids, and to fix the system. So fast forward to the family financial fitness fire up. The care company my husband and I had started began to help more than just the kids like my son. We wanted to help every member of a family feel less stressed, So here at Parent Dashboard, we put together an amazing online event for normal people under extraordinary circumstances. So the Fitness Fire Up is an event where you'll get to see exactly how wealthy folks actually do it. You'll get a window in on the tools and skills that we researched ourselves out of necessity, learn how people use them to generate wealth, and then we'll stick around to help you figure out how you want to use it for your own family. So the Parent Dashboard Family Financial Fitness Fire Up is completely free to families who need it. We just want to help folks to the place where eventually they don't have to fight the system for money. So we can have hope for our children's future. So we can have confidence they'll be covered. And so we can take a break once in a while. Maybe even help us earn enough to help each other or pay for things like community projects or other litigation or human rights violations. Spoiler alerts, there are no get-rich schemes here. I was kind of sad to find that out, but that also means there's no risk to you. Just sound, safe information on all the ways to work in more money into your daily life over time. Real tools, real information from real people just like you who use these things daily, many of whom are professionals with special needs kids themselves. And if you can't make during the day to the challenge online because you have to work, we do have an option where you can buy the VIP ticket, not just to be able to watch the replay, but also get awesome bonuses that won't even be available on the live event. So who is speaking? Well, we invited professionals that deal with home-based business, stock investing, cryptocurrencies, foreign currencies, real estate, long-term investing, small business. We brought them all together, rounded them up to give you all the options available to your family and to help you develop the plan on how to pay for your family's special needs care costs without government subsidies or charity. So I'm just so excited for you to be able to get your VIP ticket, because this event will give you a concrete information to help you start to plan. Not just how to maximize the government system, how to get out of the government system altogether. Because the system is broken and nobody's coming to save us, but we can save ourselves. In fact, the real risk is if we don't save ourselves and we rely entirely on outsiders to, show up for us in uncertain times. So don't leave something as important as your disabled child's future to chance or to government. Register for this challenge and start getting your family the tools and knowledge you need to finally be able to get back into financial control, to be confident and hopeful for your future rather than in crisis. I made sure that all the speakers are warm, caring, community-minded people who just want to serve, not ivory tower Wall Streeters. So if you want more information on all the event details, who's talking when, what the bonuses are, all about the speakers, go to our Parent Dashboard Family Financial Fitness Fire Up website to register either for the free ticket or the $47 VIP ticket with the recordings and the bonuses. So I can't wait to see you live on September 13th through 17th and in the event community where we'll all be learning together. So take care.